Grand Rising and welcome to Blended Healing. All praises to the divine on high for allowing us to walk in our truth and purpose, to walk in our spirit, and to use our discernment and for our eyes to see and our ears to hear and to close our mouth and to learn. So you thought they were being authentic with you. Or should I say, are you being authentic? How about your relationships, your friendships, any ship that's applicable, your situationships? Are you being authentic or are they being authentic with you? Let's talk about the hidden truth today in this series of the hidden truth. Let's talk about the friendships and how I can put you up on game about some of the similarities of recognizing when someone is being fake. And it isn't always as easy as it sounds. There's a huge difference between having a friend who's simply having a bad day and one who is consistently self-serving or manipulative. We have in 2024, in the years prior, with the World Wide Web, the internet, we are able to connect to different scenarios and researched information about manipulation, about relationships, and about a lot of different things. But you know not to look at just one source when you're trying to figure some things out. Sometimes it takes just your gut and your intuition. Sometimes your intuition can help shed some light on some of the subtle signs that can help you distinguish a genuine friend from a fake one. Can I talk to you today? Can I talk to you today on how you can tell if you are getting the authentic them or if it's something that mm, let's just talk about it. Trust me, being aware of some of these things that we're going to talk about today can save you a lot of heartache and wasted time. You, so I'm going to bounce back and forth because I may have some people in here who are not their authentic selves around their friends, or it's somebody like that that's close to you that's not being their authentic self. So I don't want you to take offense when I bounce back and forth, okay? Ashe. This is a collective message to put you on game. So I may use you in scenarios. All right. One of the most striking characteristics of someone being a fake friend is a lack of empathy. Empathy is the ability to perceive the internal frame of reference of another with accuracy, and with the emotional components and meanings which pertain thereto, as if one were the person. In simpler terms, empathy is about understanding and sharing others' feelings. Genuine friends will emphasize or empathize with you in both good and bad times. They rejoice in your joy and share your pain. But if you're fake, you may not exhibit this empathetic behavior. If someone is down around you and they may not be there, or you may not be there to lift them up, or you might even seem indifferent to their struggles. On the other hand, when things are not going well for you, they may not share in your happiness or even show signs of envy. Keep an eye out for it. Your emotional well-being depends on it. You personally experience things with a friend who's always there when things are going well and when things are fun, all right? They're there. And when life is generally on the up, but when things get tough, they're nowhere to be found. If you are a genuine friend and you stick with your people through thick and thin, you are there in moments of joy. But when things that they need your help with, they're your support. Are you there during their struggles? In contrast, a fake friend tends to disappear when things aren't so rosy. They might not even answer your calls or texts, or they might be too busy to meet up. They might even avoid discussing any difficulties that you're facing. If you reflect on your own experience, you realize that your so-called friend was more interested in the good times and less interested in being there for you when you needed the support. What if, what if they helped you, right? And then all of a sudden they just disappear. That is very, very hard to deal with and to swallow that pain, because it helps you identify that the person really wasn't for you. They were there for what they needed. And once you recognize that, you can move forward with more genuine relationships. Let's be honest, no one is perfect. We all have flaws and make mistakes. But a real friend knows how to address these in a kind and constructive way. A fake friend, on the other hand, tends to be quick to criticize, often in a harsh and unkind way. In any given moment, you have two options. You can either step forward into growth or step back into safety. A genuine friend will encourage you to step forward, growth and all, even if it means addressing your shortcomings. However, a fake friend often uses criticism as a weapon to make you feel inferior or to highlight their own superiority. They may focus only on your mistakes and your faults without acknowledging your strengths and your successes. That's a tough one, man, to face. But understand that this can empower you too. This can empower you to surround yourself with those who lift you up rather than tearing you down. Beloveds, remember the time when you had a circumstance in your life that was absolutely incredible. And then you had that one person, that one friend that was not happy for you, or it appeared as though they weren't happy as the other people that are around you that support you, right? It's not a good feeling when someone that you consider a friend doesn't share in your happiness. It's easier to fight for one's principles than to live up to them. A true friend lives up to the principle of mutual happiness and support. The people who celebrate you, they will celebrate your achievements. They will celebrate with you genuinely and be happy for your successes. A fake friend, a fake one, might not be up to that task. But what they will do is downplay your success and change the subject quick. Or they may show signs of jealousy. Oh, this tea is good. They may not express to you genuine happiness or excitement when things are going good for you. All right. Bitter pill number 2. You just swallowed it. But recognize that this behavior can be something very crucial for you. So it can help you to identify a fake friend. It prompts you to see who truly values your achievements and sharing your joy. Use your intuition. Sometimes you usually associate niceness with friendship. There's a difference between genuine kindness and being overly nice for self-serving reasons. He does not believe that does not live according to his belief. That's a quote from Sigmund Freud. When it comes to friendship, you will find that some people may be overly nice, might not be living according to their true feelings or beliefs about you. They are not authentic in how they handle you. They could be a fake friend that will shower you with compliments, agree with everything you say, and always act pleasantly around you. However, this excessive niceness can sometimes be a mask for hidden intentions and feelings that they harbor about you. They might be trying to win your favor for their own benefit, or they might fear confrontation and prefer to maintain this superficial, pleasant relationship. Beloved, it's important to trust your gut feeling, your discernment, your intuition in these situations. Genuine kindness feels authentic and consistent, whereas an overly nice attitude may seem forced or insincere. And if you utilize your discernment, you will be able to detect somebody who's being fake. We all have times in our lives when we need a shoulder to lean on. It's during these moments that we find out who our real friends are. Because a true friend shows up when you need them the most. As Carl Jung said one time, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. This is a spot on truth when it comes to the realm of friendship. Actions speak louder than words. I don't know about you, but I can't take this. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can't. I become very quiet because now I'm looking at you sideways. Like, why you doing all that talking when I don't see you lifting up nothing to assist me or even giving me a hand up or pointing me in a direction of where I need to go? It appears that you are reveling in my falling down. See, a fake friend will promise to be there for you, but when the going gets rough and tough, they are absent. They might be too busy, or they forgot, or even intentionally avoid you during your time of need. Beloved, you need to start opening up your eyes and start seeing with your eyes and your third eye the truth of spirit, the truth of the divine. Allow me to see the truth of spirit. Allow me to see the truth of spirit. Allow me to hear the truth of spirit. You need to start looking at how someone who is your friend behaves during your difficult times and how they provide valuable insight into their authenticity. A real friend will stand in the paint by you, while a fake one might leave you standing by yourself. I'm trying to put you up on game today. Are you hearing me? Saying kind that you are sharing a personal matter with a friend, only to hear about it from somebody else. You feel me? And that feeling of betrayal can feel so profound. And trust, once it is broken, is tough to rebuild. The esteemed Eric Erickson said, hope is both the earliest and the most indispensable virtue inherent in the state of being alive. You can use that quote and say that trust is one of the earliest and most indispensable virtue in a friendship. Someone who's fake with you often lacks respect for confidentiality. They might even share your secrets with others or use your private information against you. And when they break this trust, it's a clear sign that you already know that they were being fake with your ass. Can I talk to you about truth today? The hidden truth. It will behoove you to be aware of this because it can help you choose your confidants wisely and ensure that your secrets are safe and your trust is well placed. Tell the truth. See for yourself. And you know that this is true because it's in our nature to have a little friendly competition with others. It can be fun and can even be healthy, but when it becomes constant and intense, it can turn a friendship sour. People with high assurance in their capabilities approach difficult tasks as challenges to be mastered rather than as threats to be avoided. Albert Bandura said that. People who are true and authentic with you will encourage you to grow and succeed without turning every accomplishment into a competition. Fake ass people will constantly compare themselves to you, trying to outdo you at every turn. They might even trivialize your success or exaggerate their own to appear to be superior to you. This constant need to compete can make the friendship feel more than like a rivalry. I know it's hard to face the fact that these things can be true. But if you can just simply understand about this, it can help you steer clear of people in friendships or situationships, relationships that drain you rather than enrich you. Ashe. You have a tendency of seeking friends who share your views and your opinions. But here's the catch. A friend who agrees with you excessively may not be as genuine as they seem. Just take a moment and take that in. A friend who agrees with you excessively may not be as genuine as they seem. People often agree with others to fit in or to avoid conflict rather than voicing their true opinions. A real friend isn't afraid to have a difference of opinion and can respectfully disagree with you. A fake ass person, a fake friend, might constantly agree with you, even when it's clear that they have a different view. They lack honesty, and that's a sign of insincerity or manipulation. And when a friend agrees with you a bit too much, you need to take a moment to question if their agreement is genuine or just an act of to maintain harmony. It could be a telltale sign of a false friend. How about the people in your life who fluctuate between being overly affectionate one day and then being distant and cold the next? And it feels like you're walking on eggshells, never knowing which version of them that you're going to get. The way positive reinforcement is carried out is more important than the amount. B.F. Skinner. Consistency in friendship is that positive reinforcement. It builds trust, it builds understanding, and it gives you a solid foundation for a healthy relationship. A fake friend, however, can be inconsistent in their behavior. One day, they might be your best friend, right? And then the next day, they act like they don't even know who the hell you are. This unpredictability can be emotionally draining, and it is a clear red flag. So recognize that this inconsistency can help you identify a fake friend and save you from the emotional roller coaster. I know it's tough, but you got to face the reality that this can lead to an unhappy or unhealthy relationship if you allow this to continue. Ashe, Ashe. When we come back, I will give you some words from the divine. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. May these messages and this conversation that I share with you today put you up on game, educate you for your own well being and understanding. We all are less than perfect, and we do fall into things with best intentions. But sometimes best intentions, depending upon where it's coming from, can turn into adversity. Ashe. Remember, you are being divinely guided, divinely protected. Please rely on your intuition and your discernment as you move through these trying times. Ashe. All right. Here is the hidden truth that the divine wants you to know that's going on behind your back. So, what comes out first is the shock. This person is in shock that you have actually stepped up and that you're recognizing that this may not be what it is. They are in turmoil, they are in trouble. And this totally caught them off guard, and it was unexpected. Based upon their own obscurity, their own secrets, their own mysteries, their own concealment. The reality of the situation as they hide their face in shame. But more importantly, they know that in their heart, they were not acting accordingly or being authentic with you. Their heart is in a fog. They have sent out so many mixed signals, and they were able to block the emotions of it, but they know that they fucked up. They know that they messed up. And all they can do is draw symbols on a window of hearts. You know, when you get into the shower and it's all steamed up and you can draw on a window, it's almost like that. That they're so consumed in their own thoughts that they realize that they had sent mixed signals out. And then they realize that they were not acting in empathy. So they block the emotions of it instead of feeling and feeling as they were doing the things that they were doing. We're talking about the hidden truth. Their intuition told them to go in another direction, to use their heart and develop a song inside of their heart to show their true, authentic self. So they're thinking that they can say one thing and you will understand them. But you're not telepathic, baby. They needed to speak the truth because they have that inner knowing. They know this, man. But knowing and acting is two different things. They finally got it. They got the clarity that they needed. Just like when you take a photograph and you have to wait for it to focus, right? And then when it focuses, you snap the picture. And then when you're looking at the actual version of the picture, there's things that you will pick up in that picture. It is a moment of clarity. It's things that you did not depict or pick up inside of the picture. And until you see it in black and white, then you realize that you missed so much more. And that's what they're going through. They're going through a moment of truth. They're going through a reassessment of their intentions. And they may feel as though they need to be honest. Because all it was a lusting game, baby. It's a desire to have, the temptation to have things that you feel as though that you cannot just get to. It's all about lust. It's all about the forbidden. It's all about the thrill. It's all about non-commitment. It's about sexual wanting and energy. It's a cat and mouse game, baby. It's a cat and mouse game. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing today. And if anybody hasn't started your day off by telling you that they love you, let me be the first one to tell you. Please use your discernment. I'm not doing this or saying these things to hurt anybody. It's just a matter of me putting you up on game and showing you and telling you about the hidden truth. So you thought they were being authentic with you. That is just a lesson for you to learn that people may not be as what they seem to be. But you, who has the divine within them, can rise again and use this as a stepping stone to do better, to be better and to be a great day. Deep bow. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ashe. And I will talk to you very, very soon.